grade 3. It's music time! It's been a long time since we've been able to do a music lesson that is a lot like the ones that we have done in our classroom. So today is the day we return to the fun, amazing music lessons. We had to finish the orchestra unit first, and now that that's done, we're going to continue with singing and moving and note reading and all that fun stuff that we do in the music classroom. So today's lesson has 2 activities. The first one is one we have done before, where you react to the sounds of the piano, and based on what you hear, you change the direction in which you are walking. The second activity is a rhythm review that's going to be really fun, and then I'm going to leave you with some things to do on your own so you can turn back into me and I can check your work. And then I'm going to leave you with some things that you can do on your own at home. Let's begin! Here we are. Make sure you are somewhere at home where you have space to move and you're not going to run into anything and hurt yourself or hurt others. For this activity, we have 3 ways of moving: forward, backwards, and turning in a circle. We're going to learn a new one today in a second. Just wait for it. Remember that when you hear this, you move forward. When you hear this, you move backwards. Looking over your shoulder. And when you hear this, you spin in place. No tornadoes! Because they are dangerous. Hopefully that was easy for you. If you were looking at the screen the whole time, try doing it without looking at it and relying only on your ears. At this point, we are in 3rd grade and we should be able to do this activity without any guidance. Now comes the fun part. We're going to add a new sound and new movement. The new sound sounds like this. When you hear that, I want you to walk sideways. You can do it the regular way, which looks like this. Or you could do what I call kani aruki, the crab walk. It's silly. Whichever one you choose is okay. When you hear this sound, you move sideways. Here we go. 4 ways of moving, 4 different sounds. Good luck. our rhythm review and rhythm activity. Okay, here we are. We're just going to review what different note values sound like and how to clap them and speak them together so that we can do some rhythmic exercises. We're going to ignore the whole note today, and we're going to start with the half note, which gets 2 beats. With circular clapping, everybody please clap one half note with me. Ready, go, ta. Let's try 2 half notes all together with circular clapping. Ready, and ta, ta. Next is the quarter note. Ooh, you can't see the word quarter. There, you can see it now. So quarter note gets 1 beat, and when we clap it and speak it together, it sounds like ta. Let's clap 4 quarter notes together. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Let's move on to quarter rest. Quarter rest, just like the quarter note, gets 1 beat, but it's not 1 beat of sound. It's 1 beat of silence. We don't say anything. So 4 rests, we just go like this. Show me 4 rests. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Super easy. Next up, we have 8th notes. So 2 8th notes together get 1 beat. Each one of these 8th notes is half a beat. 2 halves equals 1 whole. They sound like this. Ti-ti. We're going to continue with circular clapping. I want you to clap for me 4 sets of 8th notes. Here we go. Ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti. And last but not least, we learned this recently. We have 16th notes. Let's clap a set of 16th notes. There are 4 16th notes, so 4 note heads, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they all fall within 1 beat, so they go quite fast. And we say tiki tiki in order to perform these. So it goes like this, tiki tiki. And your claps are going to be very, very, very small. So let's clap 4 sets of 16th notes, 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, go. Tiki 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 tiki. So today we have 2 rhythmic examples that we're going to work on. They are a little bit similar to each other. We have here rhythmic example number 1. Instead of clapping, I'm going to be pointing with the cursor, so that way it's easier for you to see where we are, but you should be clapping and speaking. So let's try the first measure. We are in 4/4, which means 4 beats per measure. We're going to try only the first measure. You are going to look like this. Ta, ti, 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 ta. Got it? I will be pointing. Let's try doing the full 4 measures, no stopping, and see how you do. 1, 2, 3, go. Ta, ti, 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 ta. Tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. Ta. Tiki, tiki, ta. Tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. How did you do, guys? Let's break it down. We're going to start with the last measure. So let's clap it and speak it all together, starting the last measure right here. 1, 2, 3, clap and speak. Tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. Rest. I hope that your claps are super rhythmically accurate and that you're making them really small so that you can clap the right rhythms at the right time. Like this. Tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. Rest. Let's add measure 3. So we're going to do measure 3 and then measure 4 without stopping. Starting right here. Ready, go. Ta. Tiki, tiki, ta. Tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. Rest. That shouldn't be too hard, so we're going to move on very quickly to measure 2, and we're going to do measure 2, 3, 4, non-stop. This is where measure 2 is, where the yellow little dot is. Oh no! Here we are. 1, 2, clap and speak. Tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. Rest. Ta. Tiki, tiki, ta. Tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. Which measures are exactly the same in this rhythmic exercise? Take a moment to look. If you guessed number 2 and number 4, you are amazing! Let's go now from the beginning. This time, instead of pointing for you, I'm going to be clapping with you. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ti, 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 ta. Tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. Rest. Ta. Tiki, tiki, ta. Tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. Now here's where the fun part starts. I want to add words to this, and I want to have a theme that goes with it. So because of what we're going through right now in the whole entire world, I decided to make my theme, wash your hands. What I did was I chose words to go with each note value. I chose 2 different phrases or words for each note because when we put it together, it sounds more fun. But when you do this on your own, you can choose one. So here's what I chose for quarter note: soap or hands. Soap or hands. I also chose scrub. Scrub. For the 8th notes, I chose wash your. So instead of ti, ti, we're going to say wash your. For the second set of 8th notes, I chose hands with. Same thing as wash your. Hands with. For the first set of 16th notes, I chose 20 seconds. 4 syllables for one for each one of those 16th notes. So it should go like this. 20 seconds. And finally, because we're working with soap, we could not miss bubbles. So we're going to do that for 16th notes as well. It's going to sound like this. Bubble, bubble. So now I'm going to add the words to rhythm number 1. Here's what measure 1 is going to look like. If you read the words in rhythm, it'll be soap, wash your hands with soap. Can you clap and speak that with me? Ready, go. Soap, wash your hands with soap. Let's do measure number 2 by itself, starting on the word bubble. Ready? Here we go. Bubble, bubble, wash your hands. Let's put together measure 1 and 2. Here we go. Ready, speak. Soap, wash your hands with soap. Bubble, bubble, wash your hands. Rest. Let's continue on with measure number 3. Ready, speak. Scrub. Bubble, bubble, scrub. And finally, measure number 4. Instead of bubble, bubble, I chose 20 seconds because you're supposed to wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and scrub vigorously so that all the bacteria and stuff goes away. Ready, go. 20 seconds, wash your hands. Let's clap and speak the full rhythmic example all together with those words. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Soap, wash your hands with soap. Bubble, bubble, wash your hands. Scrub. Bubble, bubble, scrub. 20 seconds, wash your hands. I've made myself bigger so that you can listen really carefully to the instructions. That was rhythmic example number 1. We're going to work on rhythmic example number 2 now, but we're going to go way faster now. Your job after this lesson is to create your own word theme. I want you to choose a topic that you really like. It could be games, it could be food, it could be dessert, it could be sports, it could be anything you want that is always school appropriate. And I want you to add words to each note value. You're going to get to choose between rhythmic example number 1 or rhythmic example number 2, whichever one you like best. So now we're going to move on to rhythmic example number 2, and I'm going to explain the process one more time so that you know exactly how to do it on your own. This is rhythmic example number 2. Let's try clapping it and speaking it all together from the beginning. The only new thing here is the half note, which gets 2 beats that we get at the end. Ready? And here we go. Ta, tiki tiki ta, tiki 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 ta, ta, tiki tiki ta, tiki 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 ta. So here's the theme that I chose for rhythmic example number 2. My theme was delicious pizza because pizza is amazing. I chose words that have the same amount of syllables as there are note heads. 1 note head, 1 syllable. For example, eat, you need to eat pizza. Or yum, because eating pizza is yummy. Now I need a 2-syllable word for 8th notes. I chose pizza. Pizza has 2 syllables. Now for the 16th notes, I chose pepperoni because that's my favorite kind of pizza. I also chose so delicious because that has 4 syllables. So delicious. So delicious. Finally, for the half note, I chose yay! Because it makes me super happy to eat pizza. It's time to perform rhythmic example number 2 with the words that I added. So I'm gonna do it. You can do it with me or you can just listen, whichever you want. Here we go. 1, 2, clap and speak. Eat. Pepperoni, eat. Pizza. Pepperoni, pizza. Yum. Eat. Pepperoni, eat. Pepperoni, pizza. Yay! I hope you enjoyed that lesson, everyone. Read the instructions for this activity very carefully. You will find some more details there. I know this lesson is a little bit longer than we are used to, but that's because you have a whole week to do it. So take your time, don't rush, and have fun.
Bye.